Hi Leo, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, then you already know what to expect, so welcome back. So glad to be interacting with your energy again. But if you are new to the Mother Tressa channel, then welcome in. We are here to embrace you with love and acceptance. So definitely feel free to be as you are, wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came, okay? Like this video, share this with other friends and family members that you feel need to hear the message if you find it to be useful, and also subscribe and turn the bell notification on so you're made aware as soon as I upload a reading. Now let's get into it. As I was shuffling the cards, I found that it was really hard to gather all 78 in my hands. There was always at least one or two cards that stayed stuck to the table, so that can be interpreted in a lot of ways, but the two that came to me are either A, you are about to come into abundance, and so you have more than what you know to do with, kind of like a your cup runneth over type of energy, or it's you have too much on your plate and you're needing to sit some of the baggage down, especially if it's emotional in nature, because I did see the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Some of you guys, you need to release in the form of a good cry. So make sure that you honor that for yourself, but don't try to suppress any emotions right now or any feelings that you may be having, because I can definitely see that backfiring later on down the road, okay? But let's see what else comes up for you guys. Overlying energy, what you can be feeling the heaviest right now is the Hierophant. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles. That's what I'm talking about. Ace of Wands also came out. The Queen of Wands also came out with the Lovers card. Let's pull. Ooh, and the King of Wands. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot card. Guys. Ooh, okay. So for many of you, you're going to be fitting more so in the first category, where I was talking about you just having like a windfall of money, like just money's falling in your lap. You can have just gotten a promotion or a raise, or for some of you guys, you're just doing something that is going to generate wealth, right? And wealth doesn't always have to be something that is monetary. It can be something that you feel on an emotional level, just feeling very rich in knowledge and wisdom, right? And being able to serve as a mentor or as a teacher in some way. You can be doing things that are more spiritual in nature. So you can be a spiritual advisor. You can have a YouTube channel and do something like this, or just offering other like relationship or life advice. That might be something that you come to find that you thoroughly enjoy doing as a pastime. And so you might be considering making that one of your streams of income. But I'm definitely getting the sense that you guys are having an increase in your income, or just finding multiple streams of income. But you can also be going to theology school. Is that what they call it? Like if you want to be a pastor or a deacon or something like that, or becoming a monk, you know, just whatever. I want to call it a genre so bad, but I know that that's not the proper term for it. But whatever category, or however your denomination, spiritually or religiously, however you identify, you can be going down that type of path. But yeah, it looks good as far as promotion. Or with this Ten of Pentacles, this is like something that is being bequeathed to you. So some of you know about this because it's like a will that you were put into from a family member or a really good friend that has passed. And so that is the way that you can get money. It can be something that's also handed down. Say that you are a younger Leo that I'm speaking to, and you've been going through like an internship, like with your father, or just some other model in your life, some other family member. You can be learning how to take over the family business, right? But again, whatever it is, it's just generating a lot of wealth here. With the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the King of Wands, I feel like on a personal level, you Leos are at that point where you're moving from your fifth house nature, which is often your default setting and how you move about life, especially in your adolescence and young adulthood. And by that, I mean that you aren't concerned with committing because you feel like you're so young and there's so much to life and so much to experience that you don't put a real relationship as a priority for you. You're just more so concerned with playing the field and getting to know people in that way. And so there are some commendable attributes with the way that you go about dating that I feel like a lot of other signs can learn to appreciate and learn how to draw inspiration from. Definitely getting a sense of inspiration here with this Wands energy that's coming through, or maybe a fire sign, if not you Leos, Sagittarius, or Aries, that you are involved with or at some point were involved with, if this is something that has already happened, that has inspired you, right? They have served as a catalyst for you to get your act together. That was the last person then in your like dating life. I don't know how else I want to say that, but in your like lineup of people that you were destined or fated to meet here to help you become the best version of yourself, that can be the thing. But yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are moving from that and the love affair aspect and having people just kind of like throwing themselves at you. You're over that bachelorette lifestyle, and you're over like the casualties here. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are now ready to settle down. This can be, say that because you have the Queen of Wands in a position that is serving as an obstacle with this Ace of Wands, I feel like what you've come to realize with all of this energy is that you or the other person has just been a little bit too self-centered, a little bit too selfish, and that has always proven to be a detriment in your relationships. And relationships don't have to be romantic here, because you have the Ten of Pentacles with the Hierophant that's coming out as the strongest energy, and that's touching Capricorn's house. So it can be more so about like your professional relationships or just interpersonal relationships with like friends here. You know what I mean? But in that, you realize that you again or the other person has just been a little bit too self-absorbed, a little bit too vain, maybe a little bit too domineering. Okay, that's coming through as an adjective. But you know, fire signs tend to be very stubborn as well, too impulsive. So it's just a lot more of the negative attributes here. Bratty and or spoiled is coming through here. Or just extremely rude, like vile. And you realize that behaving in that way has proven to be a detriment. You can't have a healthy relationship when you don't consider the other person in any way, shape, or form, right? Don't consider their feelings. Maybe don't even consider them human. Because you know, some Leos have superiority complexes, which can also come through here. Heavy, right? With that ego and that pride. And feeling like you're just better than or better off without when it comes to people. And so there can be like a lack of respect for a person's like time, because you just don't deem them to be as important. Like whatever you have going on trumps whatever they could offer you, you know? But again, for some of you guys, you're naturally, as you have matured, you're growing out of that phase. Right? It's time to move on. It's time to advance in some area of your life. I'm also hearing the word embellish. So be careful that you don't embellish stories, especially if it's about another person. I definitely feel like if not you, there can be somebody that is close to you that is trying to like tarnish your reputation in some way. So just be very careful with the whole like defamation of character, because I'm definitely getting that. But I'm only saying that for you guys, because Leos are also known to like just embellish stories, to exaggerate a little bit, you know, here, and make it seem like it's a whole lot more dramatic or traumatic than it actually was. Like it's more of a big deal than it actually is in reality, right? Because what's real is the Ace of Wands, but what's wrong is the Queen of Wands here. So just make sure that you are being truthful about how a certain situation may have played out, or about how somebody may have handled you recently, and or vice versa. But yeah, if you have an opportunity to speak with someone and tell your side of the story with the Six of Pentacles, make sure you tell the full story with that Moon card. Okay, leave nothing unturned. Leave no stone unturned is what I'm hearing. Okay? Leave no detail out. Full transparency is required for true love. Some of you guys, though, with love, you've met your match. You've met your match, and it scares the SHIT out of you guys, because this connection requires you to assume a certain level of responsibility than what you're accustomed to. Again, because you may have been spoiled growing up, or this other person may have been very spoiled growing up, and so everything was kind of like handed to you and or them. So life has, for the most part, been very easy. You haven't really had to put much effort into things. They just happen to work pretty effortlessly here. But this person definitely makes you stand by your convictions and stand by your commitments that you make. So with this person, it's just like, don't tell them you're going to do something if you know you can't follow through here with this Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. Or that's the type of person that's coming in. They are going to definitely hold you accountable. This is like an accountability partner. So this is something different than maybe you have had before. If you're apart from this person with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, I definitely feel like you, if not them, are making your way very quickly back into their lives to try to get in their good graces, you know, to try to apologize with that Six of Pentacles energy. It's like begging for forgiveness is what I'm hearing. And with that Moon card, yeah, you have two Cancerian cards here. You can have a very prominent placement that's activated at this time, and so you're maybe having to look at your emotional receptiveness or lack thereof, and the ways that you may have intentionally or unintentionally damaged somebody or bodies, right? Just people in general, and the ways that you may have lashed out. Because, you know, Cancers are very mood driven, and oftentimes if they're not having a good day, nobody can have a good day. They expect you to have the same mood as them. So I feel like in your lashing out emotionally, you can have done that to try to hurt somebody. And then for a brief moment, it makes you feel good, because Wands energy and fire energy is all about like pleasure here, you know, gratification. But I definitely feel like you guys are definitely trying to formulate the right words to say to this person when you meet again. If nothing else, this person that you like a lot is just really mesmerizing. I'm getting that as an adjective. Like you can't keep your hands or your eyes off of this person, or that's how they feel with you, which it strokes your ego, but it's a good thing. It compliments you well, because you guys like that. You like being complimented, you know, you like being admired. But for some of you guys, you're sick of the admiration just being lust, you know, and not a true attraction, you know, and not a true, I was going to say a chemical bond, but not true chemistry there. They're just kind of in it because you can be like arm candy, more so than just, you know, wanting to really like learn and understand you and love you appropriately. So that's what's coming through, Leo. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and your soul until you see me again. Ciao.